Hello, and welcome back. So, last time, we gathered our whole party together, crossed the sea, and then found out that people are being charged exorbitant fees for their water, and when they go to try and get some more water, they get robbed. Go to try and get some water for free, they get robbed. So, we're taking our problems to the thief here. Operation Merende Rises. I wonder how long it will take until Merende is whole again. Am I really up to the task of building it all up again? There's no use in getting impatient. The first step is to decide upon your building priorities. Knowing what needs finishing first is key to budgeting your time wisely. That was surprisingly helpful, Ring a Bell. Of course, it's the same principle as dating multiple women at once. Oh, I take it back. You're a pig, Ring a Bell. But what do I prioritize first? One can never be too prepared when it comes to healing items. Perhaps an item shop would be a prudent choice. Don't you mean armor? I feel like our defenses are a bit thin. What better defense than a good offense? I vote weapons instead. They all sound tempting. Better keep thinking on what we need the most. Here we go.
What's this now? The ones from the Oasis, is it? You're the rat sneaking about the place?
Why do you persist in these awful deeds? You must return the articles you stole!
One of you muzzle this dog's yapping, would you? Be a friend. And what? Don't tell me you came all this way just to vomit a few platitudes out on my floor. This place is nothing but sand and hypocrites. Drives a man mad. And this thirst, these daggers in my throat. All the water in the desert can't dull their edge.
The people you robbed at the Oasis were thirsty too. They risked their lives to get at that water, and you...
Spare me the lecture. You come to convert me? Set me on the straight and narrow? Teach me to follow the rules, be a good little sheep, live an honest life? Out here, honest lives end quick. The desert's a beast, and it's always hungry. The city's no different. There are only two kinds of folk in this world, make no mistake. The takers and the taken from. My worthless parents were easy marks, textbook victims, and still, they grit their teeth and tried hard as they could to get through each day. Till the day came they couldn't feed a family of 3, so they cut loose their kid and disappeared.
They just left you?
The city just took and took till they had nothing left. Their own brat became a burden, so they dumped him like a bag of sand. Daft, eh? Absolutely stupid. If surviving means pinching from other folk, I'll happily join the takers.
Are you sure they left because you were a burden to them? Maybe they swallowed their tears and left you in the city, in hopes that you, at least, could find happiness there.
Aye, or maybe they left me because they didn't have the guts to kill me themselves. You don't know a stinking thing about them.
You're right. I don't know their reasons. But they do. If they're still alive, you can go and ask them. You can track them down and make them explain themselves. Make them answer for their choices. You can yell and scream and fight as long as you like. As long as it takes. You can work on forgiving them. But you haven't done any of that. You've stayed here sulking and festering all your life. That's far dafter to me!
My throat! This accursed thirst. It's worse than ever. You. This is your fault! You smug, delusional, self-righteous little lambs make me sick! I'll take everything. Everything from you! Oi, Chief! Kent! Get your horns in here!
I assume your calling me means this conversation is over.
Aye, That's enough words. I'm choking on this lot's hypocrisy. I want them stripped to the bone!
I care nothing for your reasons, and still less for your ideals. My assistance hinges only on the weight of your coin purse.
She's heavy enough. You'll have your pay.
Then we've a contract, and you will have your money's worth.
I've had this theme stuck in my head all day. I can't... He has infinite potions or something? This is ridiculous! I wish I could just start over from... I didn't save after all of the stuff. I just can't win is the problem. I can't win. Because he just has infinite potions. I can't deal with that because I don't have the MP to deal with that. See, the whole problem with this was I went in with way insufficient magic. way insufficient magic. So I need to go back and get more MP. I have attempted this exact fight that I'm about to go do earlier this stream. It took me 40 minutes and then I forfeited because I was doing literally nothing. The foe healed up to full, or healed up to half health every couple of turns, and I couldn't do damage that quickly because I was out of MP. So I tried going through the entire dungeon to get to him without using any MP, and hopefully I can do a little better this time. Reduce damage from fire attacks. Not really gonna help, but sure.
What's this now? The ones from the Oasis, is it? You're the rat sneaking about the place?
Why do you persist in these awful deeds? You must return the articles you stole!
One of you muzzle this.
You know what? I
dog's
can
yapping,
skip
would
this. Because I already watched it earlier this stream. Okay. Let's chain these specials.
Ready to fly?
My contract ends here. I'll take my...
That was much faster!
See? I don't understand.
Your odds are poor, and I don't take poor clients.
Go then! They all abandoned me in the end.
Oh, I never scanned him. Let's go ahead and see what health he's at. What's he got? -3. Okay. Okay, he's at 2,000. That's pretty high compared to last time when the ally left. But at the same time, I have so much more MP. Because I'm about to do hack and slash, that's why I'm defaulting there. Yes, I think we've got this. Finally! Yes!
Everything.
Much better than earlier.
Way. So thirsty.
It took me 40 minutes to forfeit earlier. This was much better. Oh, goodness. Fizz gained a level. Anya's gained a level. Ring-a-Bell gained a level. And we got a high potion. More importantly, we got the Thief Asterisk! Thief, an expert at stealing items. High AGI, can act early in a turn. Favors daggers. Specialty, Master Thief, job command, Thievery. And it's best with dex and agility, and favors daggers, and doesn't really use armor.
Will you look at all this? And every bit of it's stolen, no doubt. We need to get these back to their owners.
You'll want to have a look at this first. It's rather stunning.
I am raising the price of water an additional 20% beginning 14 days ago. The streets, they are full of people too poor to afford it. Sense of panic grows by the hour. That self-righteous fool of a prime minister comes to demand the price be lowered day after day. It will not be long now till the masses reach their limit. The poor will have no choice but to go to the oasis. That is where you will wait, armed and ready. Steal everything, and above all else, do not let them at the water. Your task is to ensure all of Ansheim is terrified of the oasis. Give them a welcome they will never forget. In time, they will understand that if they wish to survive, they will be buying the merchantry's water, whatever the price. But see you keep your mouth shut, yes? No one must know of our collaboration on this matter. If you are found out, the deal is cut off. Your head will be next. E Profiteur.
Then,
Those thieves were under the employ of the Cammer and Profiteur merchantry.
and the people suffering? Did it mean nothing to them so long as they reaped a profit? Despicable! Seems I've found another entry for my blackest pitch list. This is unforgivable. We have to stop them! The people will continue to suffer as long as these degenerates hold the kingdom's water ransom. I say we storm the place and set this matter straight right now!
And there's our next plot point.
What? Remunerations for the lost caravan? It was stolen, along with my supplies and my camels.
And this is not my responsibility, eh? You failed to protect your investments. You! We had a contract, my friend. The provisions for loss and damages were clearly written in the fine print.
Even so, I can't be made to pay for the damages when I've just had all my possessions stolen. I'll be out on the streets.
This is not my concern. You will pay. Or, if you prefer, I can be asking your wife for this money. Your daughter? Hmm?
Wait, please! Leave my family out of this!
That's enough!
Hmm? Why are you here? Eavesdropping, are you?
Little more than that.
Sir, you don't owe this rotten band of fraudulent crooks a single peeg. You are free to be on your way.
I feel this joke is not funny. I have business with this gentleman. We have no time for baseless accusations.
Then what of accusations with concrete proof?
Oh? And just what is that, eh?
A little souvenir snatched from the lair of the thieves prowling the oasis of late. It bears your signature, Chairman, as well as your orders to attack any citizens approaching the oasis.
What? Then when they... And you were planning to rob me now a second time!
Ah, this day. No luck at all. I suppose this is a result of trusting that useless urchin to perform a simple task.
Then you don't deny it? Release the city's wells to the public then, immediately!
I beg your pardon? Just who are you to be issuing the orders, girl? As I told you before, this is a business. If you are too poor, this is your problem. Stupid enough to be tricked, your problem. Don't like it? Go earn some money, eh?
Money, money, money. These are human lives. Ugh, this is useless. I'm shutting you down right now!
We will be seeing about that. Sigma Kint, I have work for you.
Paying work, I assume?
You! From the Thieves' Den! You'd help this crook?
Provided his pockets are heavier than yours, yes. I care nothing past that. Hirutus Profiteur, Merchant of Death. Do we have an agreement?
But of course! And I'm feeling generous today. Kill them all, and I'll throw in a bonus!
Contract established. You'll have your money's worth.
Alright, here we go. Kent and German Profiteur. Ow! Okay. Again, you take out Kent first, because he's going to drop out when he's about half HP. No, that's unfair! That is totally unfair.
I saved this for you.
Our agreement ends here. This is what your money buys.
What? I've paid you a small fortune!
Any further, and I'll be placing my life on the line. That bears a surcharge of 51.2 billion peeg.
That's not a surcharge! It's a national budget! You're mad!
Then this is farewell. Best of luck.
That's why we take him down
This is
first.
fraud! I'll see you about it for this!
Ow! There we go. I was almost out. Ow. Ow. I finally ran out. But we're about to get back into it again. No, I'm going to actually default up for a little bit so I can take advantage more directly. Yeah, he has no defenses. And he's down already.
Money! All my money!
There we go. Tiz gained a level. Anya's gained a level. Ringabel gained a job level. I learned Ironclad. And I got a gold hourglass. I didn't steal from either of them. I forgot to do that. I got the merchant asterisk. Merchant, good at both saving and spending money. Attacks and supports using wealth, favors staves and daggers. Specialty, more money. Job command, commerce. Stat affinities, it's best with intelligence and really not good at anything. Arms aptitude, best with staves, spears, and daggers. Doesn't really use armor.
I'm still just livid! I never knew people this unbelievably foul even existed! I'm just glad we managed to root out the ones causing Enchime's people such suffering. And just look at these papers! It's proof of one crime after the next. I can only pray this will make life here a bit less difficult.
At the risk of repeating myself, you'll want to have a look at this.
Notice of change in location for periodic reports regarding the ongoing water price fixing operation. Approach the door at the Grand Mill Works rear precisely at 0:30 hours. Knock 5 times at 2-second intervals. Ensure you are not followed.
No signature this time. A memo of profiteers, perhaps?
Whatever it is, it stinks. The merchantry might not be the only snakes involved in this scheme.
It bears checking. Let's have a look for ourselves at the mill tonight.
The Temple of Wind.
Do you feel that?
Monsters. Monsters roaming here, and quite a few.
Inside the temple? How? What happened to this place, Agnes?
The Crystal of Wind was swallowed up in darkness.
Darkness.
Yes, at the chasm in Kaldisla. It opened at the same time the crystal lost its light. And the dark that consumed it continues to breed more darkness still. I expect that font of shadows is to blame for drawing these creatures here.
Not good.
Yet we've no choice. Keep vigilant as we proceed. A moment's distraction could prove fatal.
Vestal and Acolytes. What was daily life here like for you, Agnes? Life in the temple? The acolytes and I offered our prayers to the crystal every day without fail. Oof, no days off? The sole purpose for the Vestal and acolyte's existence is to see those prayers go on unbroken. I see. Each day we would awaken with the sun and perform morning prayers. I couldn't drag myself out of bed that early. That's just about bedtime for me. Sure, because you're out philandering all night. So if you wake up at dawn, when do you go to sleep? Our days ended with the sun setting. That all sounds very disciplined, harsh even. Perhaps, but I cherished it. Even now I long to return to that life dearly.
What's all this on the floor?
The Crystalist scriptures.
Oh, what sort of things do they say?
Dauntless Seeker, offer your prayers unto the crystals. So too shall the Vestal, in accordance with the teachings. Their resplendent light shall cleave a path through darkest night, and banish fear from every shadow. The scriptures have been passed down through more than 2 millennia, since the founding of the Orthodoxy. The excerpt I gave is among their most important passages.
I've heard it. From one of the old shepherds, when I was young.
It's that famous then? I've never read them, nor heard them quoted.
It looks as if someone tried to carry them away from here.
The acolytes. They were women of exceptional faith. I expect they came here desperate to protect these writings.
This stain upon the floor. I'm afraid it's blood.
This is terrible.
It's like a storm swept through in the middle of supper. What are these scraps of cloth? Habits.
Ouch.
Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. They belonged to the acolytes who lived here. They were tasked with looking after me. I owe them all so much.
Where have they gone?
The answer is, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they didn't survive. Okay, so that's progress. Mithril Rod. Ooh, that's good. Oh, you lack the qualifications. You startled me for nothing. Go on then. Shoo! There's more with these enigmatic writings. We'll read another month. How about that? November 13th. The floor chime inner sea remains unsullied and serves now as a holding place for ships from neighboring waters as well. I walked the port asking after the Vestal's whereabouts, or at least of the ship she stole, or those of the ship she stole at least, but was unable to uncover anything useful. My continued search brings me to Antime proper. The ship's almanac has this to say of it: a clockwork metropolis nestled in Harina's sandy bosom. Here time above all is sacred. A massive timepiece crowns the kingdom, fueled as all of Antime by the ceaseless currents originating from the Temple of Wind to the south. Crossed the desert and arrived at the city's edge. It seems those ceaseless winds have ceased in the chasm's wake. Deprived of a precious power source, Antime's people now suffer under forced manual labor. Those I met were too tired and apathetic to answer my questions. One man, perhaps motivated by the coin I flashed, blushed awkwardly as he stammered this. Tried the Yulyana woods. I reached out to hand him the money, but he turned and ran without taking it. Very odd. I returned to my almanac. Yulyana Woods, the hidden heart of an ancient wood northeast of Ansheim. The air in front of November 23rd. The air in front of Ansheim's royal palace was taut. The Vestal heaped abuse upon the king, then presented something to the agitated masses assembled there. It was a chain bearing an evil sigil. The glassy-eyed mob reached fever pitch. The Vestal pointed south, and the delirious mob turned their eyes to the sky, crying out her name. I moved to approach her, but the zealous crowd was packed tight. Fearing for his life, the king fled to the palace, escorted by his guard. Aha! Peace ring!
Just awful. It's in complete chaos.
Yet swallowed up in silence. And in that stillness, grief. This place is steeped in sadness.
The women here made themselves a human shield, that I might get away.
And now, all of them gone. It's Narende all over again.
Yet, I haven't the leisure to send them on, or to mourn them. I'm not allowed even the luxury of grief. They sacrificed themselves, that I might protect the crystal. I'll not betray them, I swear it. No matter what happens.
Surely, you can allow yourself to grieve.
I pray for them, that they may know peace. But for now, I must press onward. The crystal altar is just beyond. Follow me.
Here we go.
It's enormous!
Even hearing the stories, I'd never expected.
The Altar of Wind.
No! Its light is dimmer still than when I left. I've watched over the crystal all my life, but this... I've never seen this. We need to release it from the darkness. Agnes, you know what to do, don't you? The Mother Vestal, my predecessor, showed me as a child. A right to cleanse the crystal of any evil to befall it. I'm to sharpen my focus to a single point and align my breathing to the thrum of the crystal's natural rhythm. Every Vestal to come before me has poured her prayers into the crystal. The time has come to draw upon that store of will and awaken it. You do your office proud. Now for the final step. The Vestal garb. Right. Without that to serve as a conduit, you won't be able to set the crystal to resonating. The Mother Vestals was stored in the reliquary. Lead the way. Once we have that, we can begin the rite of awakening.
Okay. We're not... Okay. Oh, got an update. Bomb fragment? Is that it? Yep.
That's the garb you need?
Yes, this is it.
But the dark has beaten us here.
Ooh.
Oh, look at it. It's in tatters. And it must have been such a beautiful piece.
It may not serve its function in this state, yet no other set remains to us.
What now, then? We can't perform the rite without it.
Why not give it a try as is? Even without its sacred power, the frock is deliciously holy.
Stop talking, Ring-a-Bell.
If this garb is destroyed, can we make a new one?
A set of holy vestments used in some miraculous ritual? Sure, Tiz. Let me ask my tailor.
No, he's right. That's it. We must speak with the old sage of the Yulyana woods. He has seen to the creation of the Vestal's garbs and other ceremonial tools for generations. There's no finer craftsman. I met him only once, as a small child together with the Mother Vestal. More than a decade has passed. I cannot say whether he is still there, or even alive, but
if he can make us a new set of vestments, why are we still standing around talking? I've never heard of these woods. Where are they? How will we get there?
I recall the forest being uncommonly dense. Also, there was a lake.
If it's large enough to float a ship, I'll land us there. Now, what of the ladies of Yulyana? Are there many ladies?
Ignore him. Can we be certain this lake hasn't rotted through like the oceans? That's not how I fancy ending my life.
Well, what does Ring-a-Bell's journal have to say on the matter?
Let's have a look. Ah, here we are. Yulyana, yes. The hidden heart of an ancient wood, northeast of Ansheim.
Given the book's owner, I half expected some note about the lack of women there.
Women or no, that's our next destination.
Indeed, but since we're going, let's hope for ladies.
I love how everyone just shrugs at him. I thought that I'd be fighting the boss right now, but I forgot about this part. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. If it feels like I'm skipping around, that's because you're not watching my videos in stream order. Revelation 18. After this I saw another angel coming down from heaven. He had great authority, and the earth was illuminated by his splendor. With a mighty voice he shouted, "Fallen! Fallen is Babylon the Great! She has become a dwelling for demons and a haunt for every impure spirit, a haunt for every unclean bird, a haunt for every unclean and detestable animal. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries." Then I heard another voice from heaven say, "Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues, for her sins are piled up to heaven, and God has remembered her crimes. Give back to her as she has given, pay her back double for what she has done, pour her a double portion from her own cup. Give her as much torment and grief as the glory and luxury she gave herself. In her heart she boasts, I sit enthroned as queen. I am not a widow, I will never mourn. Therefore in one day her plagues will overtake her, death, mourning, and famine. She will be consumed by fire, for mighty is the Lord God who judges her. When the kings of the earth who committed adultery with her and shared her luxury see the smoke of her burning, they will weep and mourn over her. Terrified at her torment, they will stand far off and cry, Woe! Woe to you, great city, you mighty city of Babylon! In 1 hour your doom has come. The merchants of the earth will weep and mourn over her because no one buys their cargoes anymore. Cargoes of gold, silver, precious stones, and pearls, fine linen, purple, silk, and scarlet cloth, every sort of citron wood, and articles of every kind made of ivory, costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble. Cargoes of cinnamon and spice, of incense, myrrh, and frankincense, of wine and olive oil, of fine flour and wheat, cattle and sheep, horses and carriages, and human beings sold as slaves. They will say, "The fruit you longed for is gone from you. All your luxury and splendor have vanished, never to be recovered." The merchants who sold these things and gained their wealth from her will stand far off, terrified at her torment. They will weep and mourn and cry out, "Woe! Woe to you, great city, dressed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, and glittering with gold, precious stones, and pearls. In 1 hour, such great wealth has been brought to ruin. Every sea captain, and all who travel by ship, the sailors, and all who earn their living from the sea, will stand far off. When they see the smoke of her burning, they will exclaim, 'Was there ever a city like this great city?' They will throw dust on their heads, and with weeping and mourning cry out, 'Woe! Woe to you, great city, where all who had ships on the sea became rich through her wealth. In 1 hour she has been brought to ruin. Rejoice over her, you heavens. Rejoice, you people of God. Rejoice, apostles and prophets, for God has judged her with the judgment she imposed on you.'" Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder the size of a large millstone and threw it into the sea, and said, "With such violence the great city of Babylon will be thrown down, never to be found again. The music of harpists and musicians, pipers and trumpeters will never be heard in you again. No worker of any trade will ever be found in you again. The sound of a millstone will never be heard in you again. The light of a lamp will never shine in you again. The voice of a bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. Your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell all the nations were led astray. In her was found the blood of prophets and of God's holy people, of all who have been slaughtered on the earth." May God bless the reading of his word. Yulyana Woods Needleworks.
Yes, this feels familiar. It's been ages, but this is it. We were here. The Mother Vestal, I, and Olivia.
Was that strange, distant groaning here then, too? Or am I the only one who's thoroughly unsettled right now?
You're not alone. The lack of women here is positively chilling.
Though it seems someone lives here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear, and me fewer still. So, to whom do I owe this pleasure?
I am Agnes Oblige, sir. Vestal of Wind.
Little Agnes, is it? Oh, you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you. A fine woman you've become. Fine and plump and pleasantly jiggly.
Ugh, lovely. It's a geriatric ring-a-bell.
Then you are indeed the sage I seek. I fear I do not remember your name, sir.
Oh, we are a lot alike in that, my dear. Not many people around these parts to call me by it. Whatever it was. Sage will do just fine by me. It is what the last Vestal called me. At her heels, you. Thage, you'd call. A more charming little echo I've never heard.
Well, I am glad to have found you.
Feels rather good to hear a pretty young thing like you was looking for me. Seems I've not quite lost my charm. Now, you called yourself Vestal. I take it that means the last Vestal is...
Yes, sir. Her tenure as Vestal ended 5 years ago. Her life, a year later.
I see. A sad loss for all of us. She was fair but firm, very firm. She had taught
Sage!
fit to drive a man mad.
We shall be needing an in-depth account, good sage. Also, a briefing on any wild women of the woods.
Stop talking. Just stop.
Yes,
You've
please.
quite the following, my dear. I had thought the Vestals forswore all contact with the outside world.
They are assisting me in my task.
Oh, assistance, eh? I see. Oh, and such colorful characters they are. I've kept you out here long enough. Come inside. I see. Well, that's quite the story. You've been brave to come this far, Agnes.
I'd not have managed on my own. I owe Tiz a great debt.
Well, perhaps it is we've come to the harrowing.
The harrowing?
The swelling dark is a harbinger, lad, as is the fall of the temples, the dulling crystals, the great chasm.
It is the Vestal's calling to see that darkness purged. I must awaken the 4 crystals.
Awaken them?
Absolutely astonishing!
Huh? What?
I took the liberty of stealing a peek at the ladies' fashions you've assembled in the next room, good sir. Each is a beauty fit to outshine the next. Their allure had me spellbound. Spellbound, I tell you.
I'm impressed a man of your scant years can properly appreciate them.
I would gladly talk the night away with a man of your genius.
They're a matched pair.
That's funny.
Ring a bell, please. We're in the middle of an important discussion.
As am I, my friend. This is art, romance. You'll come to understand in a few years. And as I recall, we didn't come here to talk. We came to procure Vestal garb as quickly as possible. While you were chatting, I searched. My efforts bore unexpected fruit, that's all.
So, you've come to me because of your need for new vestments, have you?
I have. The garb housed in the temple was lost to the darkness. We found it in scraps, sir.
Those garbs are woven from rainbow thread. No substitute will suffice.
And is this thread something you keep on hand?
I fear not, my dear. The Vestal to wear the garb must procure the thread herself. It is tradition. The last Vestal of Wind did so, as did her predecessor and countless Vestals before. Even had I the thread used to craft the last Vestal's garb, I could not fashion it into aught of use to you.
I understand. Tell me where I must go.
Of course, my child. But come, the day is nearly spent. Stay the night. Oh, yes, if you girls would like, I would be happily obliged to make space in my own bed for you.
Oh, unacceptable.
Likewise.
I agree with the
Then let
girls.
the two of us pass the night in ardent conversation.
Good morning. Slept well, I trust? A deal, was it? How about making a nip of breakfast now for an old man, eh?
What? Why should I cook for you?
Because a young beauty's home-cooked meal is far more appetizing than anything I might make myself, of course. Given her upbringing, I've grave doubts the Vestal could boil water, let alone cook. That leaves you.
Food can wait, Sage. Now the location of the rainbow thread, if you please.
And yes, jealous are you? Oh, that's adorable.
The location of the rainbow thread, if you please.
You're no fun at all. Very well, then. I prepared a light meal while you were sleeping. Eat before you go. You'll find the rainbow thread very deep in a cave that is far west of here. I shall mark it upon your map.
Such sweet sorrow. How about a nip of breakfast for an old man? Ha! He cooks just fine. White, it was nothing especially fancy or out of the ordinary, but it went down fine. I thought it was really good, actually. Likewise. I wonder why he would have wanted you to cook for him, Idia. All alone out here in the woods? Maybe he missed the taste of the big city. Aw, when you put it that way, I feel bad for saying no. What sort of food do you like to cook, Idia? I haven't cooked enough to have a specialty or anything, but if I had to pick something... I make a mean jam and butter omelet. Beg your pardon? Or whipped chestnut and sweet potato toast. Or have you ever tried marshmallow and condensed milk risotto? No, but it sounds sweet. Painfully so. Yep, mother and father were left speechless by its amazing deliciousness. I'd be happy to whip up some for you next time. Right. Next time. She likes very sweet things, and he does not like sweet things at all. Vestment Cave.
Ugh. What a dank, wretched place. Who knows what's lurking inside? Are we certain we'll find this thread in here?
I wouldn't put it past that sage to be pulling our leg. A slippery old fox, that one.
Said the slippery young fox.
The sage has aided Vestals in their service for at least 2 generations. Let us trust in him for now.
Then we've no reason to stand around debating. Let's press on. Ah! Look there! Is that the rainbow thread?
Oh, it's lovely! I'm shocked we actually found it here. Now, let's collect it and be quit of this place.
Wait, we're not alone.
A monster?
It's a dragon! 7,500 health. Dragon Fang stolen. Haha. Nice. I learned Shield Strike. I got a Thunder Charm.
Well, that was a surprise.
It hit hard, but otherwise that wasn't hard.
Did the old man know about this? If he knew and didn't tell us, he's awful! That would be lying! How could he put the Vestal in danger? Without her, who would perform the rites?
Be calm, Mary. Perhaps this was a trial of sorts. A test of my resolve and skill as Vestal. Regardless, we found what we came for. Let's return with the thread.
And we're going to actually stop here. I'm going to head over and save, and then we'll have the event first thing next time. So, when we come back next time, then we'll do the event where we get the vestment, and then we can head all the way back over to the Wind Crystal and everything with that. But that's going to be next time. So, at any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.